The next person we get to meet, Mark and I are having fun all week meeting all these entrepreneurs in the south coast of Massachusetts, is Andres Remis from iCape Solutions. Welcome.
Hi.
Hi, Andres.
Thank you very much for having me here.
Why don't you tell us about iCape Solutions? And you're a recent sort of entrepreneur. You just bought the store, didn't you?
Yes, yes, we bought the business about a year ago, last summer. Well, not in 2013. It's been almost a year. I mean, time goes by very, very fast. But yes, we bought the business. It used to be Cape Mac. Right now, I mean, we went through the name change. This year has been very, very intense in getting the new name out, making or helping people make the connection with the new name and just making the transition. So it's been an interesting year. We relocated here from Spain. We're living there for a couple of years, although we're originally from Mexico.
You never know where these interviews are going to go. Mexico, Spain, Cape Cod. You have to explain. Was there a plan? Because that's a route I don't even think Columbus would have taken.
No. I mean, pretty much my whole career was in Mexico. I was working for a couple of technology companies, and I was in different positions from systems engineer, sales director, business development. And so I was doing different things. And I mean, all the time, both my wife parents and my parents, we grew up in a small business families, right? So we always had that in the back of our minds. So after several years working for big companies, I said, you know, probably it's a good time to start thinking about our own route and just making that transgeneration process. Fell in love with Cape Cod. We came in February, so that probably doesn't
Not the best time of year.
probably doesn't make sense. Doesn't add to my credibility, but I mean, we really like the area. I was very familiar with New England, so I always liked the area, and we like Cape Cod. We thought that we had a good a business that had good basis. So we decided to jump on it, and that's it. I mean, there's no other reason, and certainly there's not any logical explanation to that trip to the world.
So how's it gone over the last year?
Submission has been interesting. There's a lot of changes in terms of trying to get 40 hours a day, right? Just to get to do enough. This is the first time I'm actually working along with my wife. So that's also another change.
So you picked up an Apple franchise.
Yeah.
Was that because it was for sale, or were you looking for that type of business?
I always been I mean, my whole career was in technology related, so I was looking for something technology related. I wasn't looking specifically for an Apple store, but I mean, this was on sale. And the one thing that I saw is that it was very focused on retail. I mean, that was a learning opportunity for me. And on the other side, I think that the growth opportunity for the business was on the business side. I mean, on business to business and working with a small business as well. And that's where my expertise was. Right. So I saw that as a good match.
So who's your competition? I noticed that there are other Apple type of retailers in your area of the Cape. Do you compete with your own with other Apple stores, or is it separate?
We try to differentiate ourselves in terms of just adding value. I mean, we're not a big store, so we don't have.
It's a nice store. I've been in it a few times.
Thank you, thank you. We try to make it very, unique in a way that, it's a small store. We have limited resources, so what we try to do is focus on value for customers. So we focus a lot on training. We focus on personal attention. We do have the people with, all our employees have at least some level of certification, and we try to push that to get to the next level of certification always, so we can actually provide the best advice. So we're not just trying to say, you need an iPad or a Mac or whatever. I'm trying to sell you for the whatever I have on stock or whatever. So we actually try to understand what you're trying to do with it, and just helping you making the right decision.